Welcome to the Numerology and Astrology. This one is for February 14th, Valentine's Day, 2022. I hope everyone has a wonderful Valentine and that everyone feels loved and appreciated today. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 13, and if you add the 1 and the 3 together, you get the number 4. The number 4 tries to calm the restlessness in our minds. It can be a challenge in life to learn to handle the intense energy that is within each of us. After all, the force that created our lives is the power within an exploding star. We are here to calmly learn how to hold that light in a precious way that allows for this human container to be able to build that power up and allow that light to flow out of our core and into the world. When we embrace the hugeness of who and what we are, that is when we can finally accept the great responsibility that is ours to learn how to share ourselves in constructive ways with this reality. Tension today means that we are uncomfortable with what naturally exists inside. It seems that something even bigger is trying to get out and be gifted into the world. To allow such forces to fully integrate requires us to relax and accept what is our fate. Energy out of balance and not properly owned from deep inside causes anger, conflict, accidents, and strife. Once that energy is aligned, it can become ambition, courage, and strength. Resistance to change is the manifestation from a soul who is unwilling to finish what they have started. Children have temper tantrums when they dig their heels in and refuse to budge. Mature souls embrace the moment through responsibility and knowing that all decisions have a cost. After all, everyone eventually has to pay the toll to the troll. While we need to learn to follow through, today do your best to make healthy choices that allow others to know our true intentions and show the depth of our heart. If someone is unwilling to choose, it is ultimately them that will terribly lose. We are here to be challenged and to discover joys as well as those things we agreed to uncover. And the astrology today. The moon will shift out of Cancer this morning and into the bright and sunny sign of Leo. Time to get out and get into the light. Time to let some of those parts out of the dark and give them some breathing room. If weather permits, and perhaps even if it doesn't, it is time to get outside and feel the sun on your face. A shift of scenery can shift our posture and get us to look up into the sky instead of down on our computers. Life has become different, and some of those aspects may not be the best for our emotional state and disposition. That is why we have to remember that we are all creatures that have been intimately connected to nature and the cycles of the seasons. Once we stop protecting ourselves and get out and back into the natural flows, many things lift and many options open. Mercury goes into Aquarius, and that will be approximately a month long. Mercury in this position gives us incentive to look in ways and means that we might have overlooked. Getting ourselves out of one environment and into another opens up the possibilities and helps us see what might be staring us in the face. Progression is positive. New things allow for a nuanced approach. We are exhausted by the constant barrages of challenges that keep hitting us, but we are being asked to change in major ways. And humanity is ridiculously resistant. Today, keep communications clear and concise. Everyone is exhausted on levels that they cannot even completely understand. Pluto in the North Node will trine, and that will be a slow transit, so know that passions are going to get inflamed and change will feel urgent and more radical. We will feel compelled to be around those that have a strong intuitive sense and that are willing to give us ideas to support things shifting with more grace and ease. While the changes happening are profound and long-lasting, they will require us to completely start over in some areas and move our attitudes out of wasted resistance and into cooperative action. While the changes happening are profound and long-lasting, they will require us to completely start over in some areas and move our attitudes out of wasted resistance and into cooperative action. That was my quote today. And my blog. I knew a woman who was very wise. She had a wit that she did not try to disguise. She looked at the youth of today and shook her head in real dismay. She said that her generation had done a bad deed, and that education did not allow many to take heed, that regardless of how much intelligence they had, they lacked common sense, and that had made them a cad. Education alone does not make one wise, but it can make one learn to devise ways to twist things into a lie in order to get others to comply. Common sense is a type of wisdom that knows that too much mind can make logic go into the ethers and wash away what is true. It is how so many things can become so askew. Thanks, everyone.